everything about you. He said,
Hello guys, this is Zion Mike. Good Sunday, happy Sunday. I just wanted to draw our attention and make an emphasis on the 7 hills that the book of Revelations actually talks about.
It cannot come. There are those who say,
Okay, the 7 hills that the Bible talks about in the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 9. Because I wanted us to actually realize, because if you've been following my post and my content recently on the end time and the activities of the satanic matrix and where it's going to issue from, I did mention that it's going to actually evolve from the place of the 7 hills. Of course, we know that that place is Italy, all right? Is Italy. But I want you to actually differentiate it from the people, and it should not be understood as referring to the entire population of over 60 million people. Of course, people who are going to be responsible for the development and of the spirit and the character of the Antichrist are just a few number of persons, maybe hundreds or so. All right, so all the entire populations are not signatory to these development, and they are even ignorant and don't know that that Italy will play a critical role in the development and evolution of the spirit and the character of the Antichrist. All right. So the Bible talks about in the book of Revelation 17:9, it says, "And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 hairs are 7 mountains on which woman sitteth." So we know that the 7 hills actually support the activities of the Antichrist in the later days. But the 7 hill is only symbolic, showing us and indicating and pointing out the exact location, the exact place in the world where the 7 hills, where the Satan, the Antichrist, is going to manifest. So in our day, in our contemporary time, in our time, that 7 hill will represent now the satanic matrix, which has already been developed in Italy and has already taken over control of the world, is active globally, active both in Italy and beyond, and is creating a lot of havoc and actually pioneering inhumanity activities that you can consider as inhumane throughout the world. I have collected over 45,000 word on the nature of this satanic matrix that has already been developed in Italy and is active globally, and is able to turn off and on the will of people, and it can actually at the same time drive people in the same way cars are driven with the artificial intelligence. So Italy is actually the place of the 7 hills, and the 7 hills in our present time actually represents the matrix, which is already now available. The matrix are referred to as the matrix of inhumanity. I've talked about it, I've deciphered the nature, and most of the demonic activities all around the world, most of the demonic activities, satanic activities that people that operate in churches, that operate in household, that people think that they are actually demonic. People think they are the activities of witchcraft and demonic activities. They are not. They are not. It is actually this matrix that is responsible for it, irrespective of where you are in the world. It is not all the activity, those satanic manifestations that are actually demonic. This matrix of humanity is actually part of it, irrespective of where you are in the world. Whether you live in Nigeria, is active in Nigeria, causing problems and chaos in Nigeria. And also the matrix also is also active in the church. It can help pastor to prophesy, help prophet to see vision. It can open their eyes to speak revelation and speak the details of the members of their church. So the matrix is already corrupting the church globally. It's corrupting the church globally. In fact, is an anti-human matrix. I think the only way we can actually hold Italians responsible is when they allow the continuity of the application of this matrix. All right, that is the only way we can actually hold the general population in account. All right, but the development and the release in the world were actually done by a few persons, which I believe is not just only Italy's, of course, it has to be the synergy of all the Western countries who put their head together to develop this sort of matrix to control human beings all around the world. So irrespective of where you are in the world, you are not actually safe as much as you may think. All right, because every details of your life is monitored, and you can control your will, your emotions, your feelings, your decisions can be decided with this matrix far away from another different continent in the remote places. All right. So this is the information I want to leave with you today. And even the pastors working in the church, you have to be very careful and actually examine the voices that are speaking to you, because right now this matrix can give knowledge on the Bible. It can help you to prophesy. It can open your eyes to see the things happening around you, just the same way that the devil opened the eyes of Jesus and showed him the glory of this world. This matrix also is capable of opening the eyes of pastors, of prophets, and help them to tell the details of their members. And those members will think that these are actually from God, but it's not from God, it's from the matrix. It's active globally. Now you may want to ask, Pastor Zion Mike, what about the Catholic Church? Of course, don't ask such question. We know the purpose of the Catholic Church, what the purpose is serve. All right, we know the purpose that is serving. So we know the purpose is absolutely none of God. Of course, you can actually track that and track the activities of the Catholic, Roman Catholicism, even back to the origin, and you find that it has not actually represented God that much. And instead, it has actually been an arm of the government, of the Western power, to actually foster their interest globally. So this is what I want to let you know and let you people know today. And all of the demonic activities that happen around the world, some of the demonic are being sponsored by this very matrix. It talks about the polarization of fibroid among women, the polarization of mental illnesses throughout the world, strange feelings, and these new development of the surge in the number of homosexuals all around the world. Name it. So I will want to refer you, I will want to recommend Pastor Chris' teachings on the end time, on Antichrist, to you, to listen to him, and then my teachings and what I'm saying to you now will make more sense to you when you begin to understand what Pastor Chris says, all right, regarding the end time. So what I'm saying now, I'm saying it from both personal experience and on my understanding of the Bible. All right, so the spirit of the Antichrist is already here, and the seven he's that support the devil is only symbolic, that shows us the place where the devil is to emerge in the last time. And now, in reality, that is a metaphorical statement. In reality, in our day, that seven hill is now the satanic matrix that is now active globally, the big machine into which that the brain of the entire world is fed into, that controls the human brains all around the world. It's able to play the people's memories to the public, decide their decisions, decide what they do, and all of that. So, as we can see, Italy has already done this job. He's been able to successfully develop the spirit and the character of the Antichrist, and he's already been released. I just want to draw your attention to his and be very careful. But remember that God is supreme and He is the bigger matrix. Otherwise, the nature of these, and that is the reason we have been able to decipher the nature. Otherwise, it would have remained secret. Nobody would have known it. It will appear to the public in the form of light, in the name, in disguise, as form of doing good to the people. But because the matrix operate within this matrix of a stronger influence, or the divine influence, we would have been able to identify the matrix, and we have deciphered his activities, we've deciphered his nature and how he's operating. Personally speaking, all of the demonic experiences I've had in my entire life, both while I was in Nigeria and while I moved to Italy, has been from this matrix, and I didn't never know it. This matrix has been responsible for all of the demonic experiences and battles I've had in my life. It's not witchcraft, it's not someone old witch somewhere else. No, it was this matrix all the way from Nigeria. So you can see. So when I speak, I'm speaking from both personal revelations and personal experience. All right. And I think that God have actually chosen me for this specific purpose, to reveal and decipher the nature, decode the nature of the activities and expose it to the entire world. And now almost everybody in Torino, both back home in Nigeria, now know the nature of the matrix, what the matrix is an antichrist, spoke about in the book of Revelation chapter 17 verse 9. It's no longer hiding, all right? Because in the place of light, darkness is revealed, evils are revealed. So it's been fully revealed, and even the matrix itself has been admitting to his own nature, and to his own satanic activities. All right. So remember what the matrix is, and is the spirit and the character of the Antichrist, but is operating within the matrix of a stronger influence. That is a divine force. God bless you and have a good Sunday.